Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Drug Knitter Podcast. I'm your host, Sophia. Welcome to the show. How's everyone doing? I have a glare on my face. Can't handle it. How is everybody? Let's see. This week has been a week. I have been working nonstop on some secret projects, and it's starting to wind down a little bit. And then I'm gonna have to start doing it all over again. So it's gonna be quite crazy. There's a man in my front yard. Anyway, today I wanted to share with you my new design that means so much to me. I don't know why I'm clapping off screen. That's annoying. But I have my new design called Touch of Joy. I'm going to put a picture in here just because the lighting's always better outside of my space. But this design means so much to me. It is a continuation of the Joy Shawl that I released last year. I'm in here, Devils. Come here. So this is the Joy Shawl that I released last year, just in case you don't remember or you haven't seen it. I have two sizes. This is a small size that's knitted in stockinette with a very simple, intuitive lace border of leaves and a couple of tassels. I do have a bigger size that's knitted in garter, and it goes super duper fast too because mostly garter. But I gave it to my mother-in-law for Mother's Day last year or something. Okay. So I always wanted, after knitting the Joy Shawl, I've been toying with the idea of creating a new version for this year's benefit. And so I played with the idea of making this similar design, but in like a cowl. I've released so many cowls this year. I mean, yeah. So it was time for something different, and I haven't released a sideways shawl yet. And so here comes Touch of Joy. It is a rustic dream. I wrapped it a lot because this baby is huge, okay? And I purposely made it longer because I just think it's so much fun. But this shawl has sideways shaping, and it has a very rustic lace. To me, I use drop stitches because to me, drop stitches kind of look just like, like it's tattered. It's been worn and loved a lot, and that's just the aesthetic for this shawl. As you can see, it like fades into lace. So it starts off with like no lace, just some drop stitches here and there. And then it just fades into more and more lace as the triangle continues on. I just love that. And this is not something that I would usually design. Like, this is all garter and a very simple lace. But this isn't just not usually something that I usually go for. But I really wanted something rustic and warm and loved. And I really wanted something that represented, just being a parent, and just something that is very homey. And that's how I feel with this shawl. I feel like with this shawl, you're getting this huge hug, and it's super duper long. So I love that. It looks really nice with layering, and I added some tassels. And for those who are new to my channel and new to me, new to what I did, my first design ever was the Joy Shawl. And the Joy Shawl was inspired by a life experience. It was inspired by my miscarriage. As I was miscarrying, I started knitting the Joy Shawl. And it just brought me so much peace and love. And it let me express my emotions. It just let me just come to terms with what was happening with me and my body and my life. And so that's why when I released the Joy Shawl, portions of proceeds go to the Share organization, which is a wonderful nonprofit that assists families in navigating baby loss. And so I really wanted to do something different this year. Like, this is a very delicate, traditional lace semicircle crescent style shawl. And so I really wanted to do something slightly different and still play homage to family and comfort, but still make sure that the design is easy, because I really wanted to knit something that was therapeutic and that is very like, what's the word? Like meditative. So it's something that you can knit, you know, during hard times, or when you just need to relax, or when you just need a moment to yourself. And, you know, this shawl, like, I'm pregnant right now. So this really helped me like during my pregnancy to knit, because when you're pregnant after loss, it can be very difficult and very challenging to come to terms with the changes in your body after going through something so tragic. And so this has helped me so much, like this simple design of just alternating garter rows with drop stitches. It just really helped me. And that's the whole point of the Joy Shawl, is that you're supposed to knit it so that way it can help you and it can help with healing. You know, it's one of my favorite designs to gift to other people. And I've noticed a lot of y'all out there have been gifting it to your friends and family and loved ones who has went through loss or is going through a hard time. And I just want to thank all y'all for that, because that's just what I always wanted for these designs. Shawl is currently available on Ravelry and on Love Knitting. The yarn that I used was actually from it's from Nutmeg Fibers. It's her DK weight. I believe it's called Retreat. I will put a link to where I bought that yarn. The pink and blue yarn is also very special to me. It is from oh my goodness, I can't remember. I love them. Who are you? It's from Darn Good Yarn. They're the ones who sent it to me. They actually sent me this yarn after I announced my pregnancy on Instagram a few months ago. And it was just very sweet, because they sent me like pink and blue, kind of like gender reveal. And as soon as I saw this yarn, I knew I had to use it for the Joy Shawl. I just knew, because with the original Joy Shawl, I just put all of my hopes and dreams and love and grief into it. And with this one, you know, like my life is just different now. You know, like I'm pregnant again, and it's scary, but it's exciting, but still scary. And I just really wanted to put as much love and emotion and so much of myself in here. And so it was kind of really, I don't know, it was almost like prophetic when they sent this to me, and I was like, oh my goodness, this would be perfect for the Joy Shawl. It'll be perfect. And if you do choose to knit the Touch of Joy Shawl, like this one right here, thank you. But also just remember that just to have fun with it, you know, it is very beginner friendly. The pattern is written out line by line, so there isn't any guesswork or anything like that. And it's really easy to count your rows, because each stripe is like 2 rows. So one gray stripe is 2 rows, and one pink and blue stripe is 2 rows. So it just makes it very easy. And even though it's a very long and like kind of wide shawl, it goes by so fast with it being pretty much all garter. So just keep that in mind. Like, don't take it too seriously. It is supposed to be a fun or just meditative or just soothing, calm knitting experience. And I just wanted to share that with you guys. You know, whenever I come on my show, I usually don't like to just talk about my designs. I like to give y'all a show too. But this is just something that means the world to me, and I just wanted to share it. Also, I can't believe I forgot this, but I will be hosting a very spontaneous knit-along starting today. Because the beauty of this shawl too is that even though I use a DK weight and a sport weight to make this, you can literally use anything in your stash to make this shawl. Like literally, I could have used fingering and a worsted weight. Like I could use, this is DK, but you get what I'm saying. You know, I could use these two. Like I could literally go into my stash and pick out 2 different yarns and 2 different weights, which is colors that I like. And I can just make this shawl. And that's just was like, you know what? This will make a really fun, spontaneous knit along, just a great break. Like if you feel like you need a break, if you feel like you need some time, just join us with this knit along. It's gonna just be on Instagram. I may add it on Ravelry. If I do, I'll put a link to the Ravelry post below. It's going to start August 1st and it's going to end August 31st. Now, it doesn't matter if you complete your shawl within the month. It's always fun if you do to knit with us. But the whole point is just take it slow and then just enjoy it and then just give yourself me time. That's the whole point of the Touch of Joy shawl. It's just to give yourself that time. You know, even if you feel like you don't need it, you probably do. Like, just be kind to yourself. And that's just the whole point of this design. And I would love it if you join me in this knit along. I'm gonna put the hashtag for the knit along right here. It's gonna be Touch of Joy knit KAL. Touch of Joy KAL right here. Boing. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Hi, honey. So if you're interested, just add the hashtag to your follows on Instagram, and just use the hashtag in your Ravelry page as well, just so that we can find y'all. And if you're not on Ravelry, you can still buy the pattern on Love Knitting. Oh gosh, I call it Love Knitting. It's LoveCrafts. It's just called LoveCrafts. My arms are shaking. Hello. Haven't done Pilates in so long. I don't care. Okay, I'm just hungry. What a show. So anyway, that's the show. Oh, don't forget, I have a Patreon, y'all. I usually say it in the beginning. I hope y'all didn't click off. Hope you didn't click off yet. I got a Patreon. And that's just a great way to give back to this show. That's how you keep me running. And also, I do have merch, and I'm going to debut something really different. It's not really a debut, but okay, I haven't ordered all of my merch yet, like for myself, like my own personal stash of merch. I'm getting thirsty, but I ordered something, and I'm really excited to show you. And it's in my shop right now, but I haven't gotten it like to my house yet, and I'm really excited. So hopefully, I'm getting too excited. This is embarrassing. So hopefully it comes in the mail for the next episode so I can show you. I'm really excited. All right, let's get on with the day. Have a wonderful day. Click the links below. Bye, y'all.